So for the last couple of weeks in a row, it's kind of been like this. Oh man, it's been rough. We wait for the people from up north to come down, and that's kind of the base of our monetary population for here at work. And it can get rough sometimes because you have a week or two where you make real decent money, and then man, last check was bad. Because I'm full commission, so no work is no pay. So whenever the shop's empty like that, it's pretty rough. Anyway, enjoy the work vlog. Yeah, so it's been about 25 minutes since I got here. Still no job yet. Good thing I made it on time. There's been some mornings where it was 10 or 11 o'clock before I've gotten my first job lately. And then a couple times there, it was actually after lunch, like 1 o'clock, before the first job in rotation got around to me. It's a rough way to make a living if any of you younger people are trying to fix cars, man. It's the industry's changed, and it's gotten more technical, but the pay is still the way that it was when things were different, when cars required a lot more little flim-flam stuff. So yeah, my partner for today, because we're here Saturday. This is Saturday, so we're a smaller crew. He showed up, and I got a couple jobs here, man. So we'll close this out, and I'll pick it back up again when I'm out of here at about noon. Y'all be good. Hey y'all, same shop, and we are now out for this Saturday. I'll tell you what, though. We're busy. I needed to take back what I said this morning when I was complaining. That's just the way the business is when you're at the dealership level. There's like no in between anymore. There used to be kind of this slow burn. In the case of today, I made as much in the last 4 hours than I made throughout the whole entire week last week. Just like that. So yeah, I kind of found myself thinking though today about tomorrow, coming up on the 10-year anniversary of the attacks on New York and Washington. And I don't know, I was thinking about, in my case, how it made I don't know if anybody's mentioned this or not, but for me, at that time I was recovering from surgery. I had a problem with testicular torsion. So I had the doctor done put some stitches in my balls, and I was still recovering from that when my long lost uncle, who never called me, didn't even know that I had that he had my telephone number, my cell phone number. He calls me and he's blubbering on and on about how he loves me and this and that and the other thing. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. I'm like, yeah, fine, whatever, man. Hung up. And then my grandma called, and she's not with us anymore, but she called and asked where my parents were. My parents were over in Denver. We live in Florida. And they had flown out there. They ended up being stuck when they did the whole grounding all the airplanes. But I remember at that moment when I switched to CNN, I switched pretty early, and I saw the first thing. It showed the first building burning. Like, I didn't watch it live or anything, and I thought, oh my gosh, what a terrible accident. All those people. And then all of a sudden the second plane hit. And then when I saw that old footage of the second plane hitting, my world changed. It became a hell of a lot smaller. Being a boy born and raised in the South, we'd always joke about how we could care less what happened up north and this and that. And Talk about something like that changing in an instant. It went from, my life went from, those damn Yankees up there to what just happened to my countrymen. It was there all along, but it's something that changed and hasn't changed back since. But I was thinking about that because I was listening to the NPR yesterday, and they were going over the shared stories of the survivors and their families, and talking about the people that they lost. I don't for a moment want to get into ulterior who did this, who did that in those attacks, or who handled what right, or who supported what. As of right now, I could really care less. People are gone, and if you want to look at this in a whole humanity standpoint, we lost several thousand people on that particular day, and overall, I think it's cost the Arab world about 500,000 people. Nearly an entire generation of Iraqis we've managed to wipe off the face of the earth. It's a lot of loss. It's a very, very high cost. And it was at the decision of only a few. I wish that the decisions of the few weren't able to affect so many people. It's not fair. But those are my thoughts for this weekend. I want you guys, if there's anybody in your life that you love, just hold them tight this weekend, and reflect, and go ahead and count and name your blessings. Life is very short. Hey, so speaking of a short life, I'm going to be putting $40 worth of gas in my truck. And here is where the fuel gauge is right now. Okay, you see that? Well, $40 worth, and then when I come back, I'll show you the gauge again, show you what $40 looks like when you put it in a Chevy Silverado. Well, there's the $40 worth. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be. The other day I put $20 in from empty, and it was like less than a quarter of a tank. Oh man, I'll tell you what is annoying though, when pumps aren't what they used to be. There's only a couple different centralized gas pumps. The pump that you pump your car in isn't the actual pump. Pumps are down in the tank and all that good stuff. So down here, whenever somebody else is doing their little top off thing, having the nozzle shut off because they fill it up, the thing, as you're filling your own vehicle, sits there and it jerks and you're like, it annoyed me today. I probably shouldn't. After all that sappy shit I said about my countrymen. Oh well. Apparently my hypocrisy just knows no bounds, right? So anyway, I was putting $40 worth of gas in to make it through, hopefully make it through the week next week, make it to the next Friday on what will hopefully be a good payday, which should definitely be better than this last week. And got to run over to the next town, pick the daughter up. She's at Grandma and Grandpa's house, having lots of fun, I hope. I really like hanging out with her. We'll see what comes up next here in this here vlog. I know I'm enjoying it. Are you enjoying it? I'm sorry that I couldn't get that work time thing like that me and Joe did that last time. And you know that if I can, if I'm not too busy and I can at least sneak the footage in there, I will. But when I'm doing those vlogs, but I couldn't. It was too busy even for that. Anyway. Hello. I can't remember how I did the did the transitions last time I did one of these vlogs. I don't know. I thought it had good continuity. For those of you who may not have been around for that, I will link that last vlog down in the description box. That'll be what's on there. You guys ever hear of the term gird your loins? I actually used that in a sentence yesterday. I don't remember what it was about. I mean, is it? I don't quite get it. I don't have a dictionary in front of me for the term gird, but I mean obviously your loins are like your privates, right? So you like have one hand on your you got one hand on your jammy and then the other hand on the sword, or what? I don't know. Okay, so maybe I'm the only person who thinks that's funny. Which that's evidence from my Casio G-Shock video from yesterday. See, that's evidence of how I laugh at my own crap. It's bad. My wife has accused me of being one of the few people who actually think that I'm funny. She thinks the YouTube thing is ironic because I have to go worldwide to assemble this core group of other people that can tolerate me. That was a bit of a joke. So yeah, worked on Saturday. I wish I could have got some work time footage. I think what I do is kind of different. You know, it's not like everyday stuff. I got a lot of y'all do a lot of different things than I do for a living, and I know it can be kind of interesting stuff. I was thinking about running over to the beach today and showing you all that real quick, but I don't really have the time nor the inclination for today. We'll just have to save that for another time. What else is going on? Man, I know what I wanted to say. YT killed Raw Dog. That dude, he has been making some good damn videos lately. The last couple that he's done on silver and gold, and then the more recent one just today on SGT Bowl 07, real good stuff, man. I've really been digging his point of view. I gotta be honest though, at first I wasn't really into the whole like all bankers are bad and all politicians are bad. It took me a long time to understand what he meant by that, because honestly, what I tend to do whenever somebody talks about a certain subject, like government conspiracy or banker conspiracy or things like that, I tend to make the mistake of lumping them into the group that is only talking about a certain subject to be popular. You know, that's how I see it. Almost as if the people that talk about those subjects, they could really care less what the subject is so long as they get attention. You know, it isn't about the truth. It isn't about facts. It isn't about logic. It's not about discussion. It's about popularity. And in some terrible cases, it's about money. I don't dig that, man, and I don't dig the idea of it. And it's difficult. It's difficult to separate the people that are doing that from the people that are being genuine. You know, especially in the case of Raw Dog, where he tends to be very curt in the way that he replies sometimes, you know. And you don't quite get a push and pull on the discussion necessarily at first with him. But I mean, that's just his thing. We're all different, and that's cool. But yeah, I really dig that later stuff. Well, quite a bit of the stuff anyway. Man, I forgot to warn at the beginning of this video that it's going to be a bit long, and it may not actually go anywhere. It's just a good old-fashioned mega vlog. Maybe it'll be under 30 minutes, maybe it won't. I don't think I'm going to upload it in HD though, because I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell me in the comments below. The thing and my computer connection, which I think my computer connection, by the way, any of y'all that are having trouble with this video at this point, you can stop watching it and do what you want. You have my permission, no hard feelings. I understand it's long, and I understand that I'm just babbling like a retard. But I'm gonna babble like a retard for a while. No offense to people who have Down syndrome, nor those who have family members who have Down syndrome. Anyway, so now that it's just you and I, we can talk, right? What the hell was I talking about? Oh, the HD stuff. So you with my connection, if I'm watching an HD video, and if I select a little tab on HD, either 720 or 1040, it tends to play fine for a while. It plays for like a minute, and then it goes into this loading thing. I even get that at 480 DPI. So I think with the case of these longer vlogs, for sure, like if I'm doing a shorter video, like I like having the gun videos in HD. But if I'm doing one of these little vlog things, I'm just gonna put them up at 480. You know, I have the option whenever I'm editing. I can. This source footage is HD, but I don't know. To a point, depending on the subject. As far as I'm concerned with HD, it's a little too what I would call sanitary. You take film and art. It's nice if it's a little bit soft, I think. If, you know what do you need those reality edges for? It was something that I was thinking about the other day. The whole HD thing sort of goes along with what is popular right now with society. Like we're really into, as a whole, we're really into the whole reality thing. You know? And part of that reality thing is we seek and we desire a reality type of vision. So not only does the content need to be reality based, what we're looking at needs to be reality based. Almost as if we're viewing through this isolated portal and just pursuing this voyeuristic popularity that's so rampant. I don't know. I'm just saying. The HD and the reality TV thing really goes hand in hand. I can remember when my folks first got their HD TV, and it was a larger HD TV than my HD TV, and the news was on, and man, here was this dude's head. It was like a foot tall, and I could see every nook and cranny of this crappy ass makeup application. I don't know. I'm just saying. Oh, damn. Dude, I just saw something that I need to show you guys later. It is listen, if any of y'all have made it this far into the video, go ahead and remind me to show you that barn off of Highway 44 if I don't get around to it. It's neat as hell. They're down here in Florida, as you're going along roads and stuff, there are occasionally these ramshackle type structures, you know, old barns that people don't use that are barely held up by anything. I've always dug them, man. I dig the way they look, and I sometimes look at them and I wonder, you know, what the whole deal was in their heyday and everything. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this segment off. This has definitely been the rambling segment, and either post this or come back with a little bit of focus. Now, you know what? I'm going to post what we have here now because I think we're at a pretty high end on the time here. So y'all take care, and thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and feel free to post or comment or whatever y'all want to do, man. Be good, and I hope that you have a very great weekend and a good week. If I don't talk to you again before then, see ya.